MultiVersus is officially coming back! I feel like I've been waiting forever and ever and ever for this game to return to me. As you may know, we had a good few videos on this channel discussing potential movesets for characters we would like to see in the game. We had a lot of fun making those videos, so go check them out! Anyways, now seems like a good time to make more of those. I need something to pass the time until May 28th. And I'm starting with the strange pick of Jack Torrance from The Shining. I have some very definite ideas about what should be done with Jack, and I think you'd like to know what they are. You clicked on this video anyways. Let's begin! I can first briefly acknowledge that choosing Jack Torrance isn't as out of pocket as it initially sounds. The Shining is one of the most influential horror movies ever made, and it's a Warner Brothers property. So I think our boy Jack is fine rubbing elbows with other popular Warner Brothers characters. Horror fans would definitely be happy, but I can only really justify bringing in Jack if I can think of a solid moveset for him. So let's start with that. Starting off, obviously his normal attacks will involve him swinging around that axe. So you've got some heavy-hitting swings for charge attacks, and he can unleash a short free-hit combo as his basic attack. Maybe actually turn his down charge into the croquet mallet from the novel and miniseries. It could be fun to implement stuff like that. But for Jack's specials, I would actually like to see him make use of the Overlooked Ghosts. His standard special could sort of work like Sora's neutral special in Smash. Basically, he'll summon one of 3 ghosts in order. The first ghost is Lloyd, who throws a bottle in an arc to hit people. Next ghost would be the O'Grady twins, who rush forward and can restrain any foes that they catch, leaving the opponent immobile for a bit so you can attack them. The third and final ghost could be that weird dog costume man who will claw forward with a powerful attack, but it lacks any real range. Also, since The Shining is all about Jack's slow descent into madness, I think it would be fun to give Jack a madness meter. The longer the match goes on without Jack dying, he'll build up this meter until he's gone crazy. At peak crazy, all of his moves would be a little stronger, and Jack's walking animation will now include little bursts of him jerking around. For Jack's side special, I think we could have an elevator conjure up and shoot out a blast of blood. Assuming that's fine for a PG game? We'll say it's Hawaiian Punch if blood isn't okay. Down special could be Jack tossing down his typewriter, and it'll fling out papers that read, "All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy." His up special... how about we have Jack toss around that ball he likes to play with? Let him aim it so he can precisely knock enemies out of the sky. That all seems like it would be a creative enough way to have Jack basically be a walking representation of The Shining as a whole. But there's more to having a character in this game than just having a moveset. Let's look into some of the finer details. We haven't really discussed this in other videos, but I would like to throw around a few ideas for some of the little animations these characters do in the game. Whenever you're just watching Jack in the character select screen, we can just have him holding his axe with a psychotic look on his face, darting his eyes around the screen. Whenever you actually enter a match, we could have a door just standing there, which Jack blasts through with his axe. Whenever you win a match, we could have Jack posing like he does in the picture at the end of the movie, having him wave at the camera with an eerie smile. If you lose though, you see Jack sitting on the ground, frozen. That'd be pretty hilarious, I'd get a kick out of that. That's what I've got for some of his animations. But what about what Jack's gonna say in the game? One of my favorite aspects of this game is hearing these characters interact with each other. So I would like to dedicate a section here to the potential lines that Jack would have here. Whenever Jack enters the match, he could say a few things like this.
Here's Johnny. Wendy, I'm home. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in. Little pigs, let me come in. You got a big surprise coming to you.
Mostly direct quotes here. Jack has a lot of great lines, so I need to represent them. I also thought about having some lines that are more fitting of the book's more sympathetic Jack, so I was thinking in-game he could say some lines like this. Get away from me! Run! While you still can! This is sort of fitting towards the end of the novel, where Jack has a few moments of coming to his senses. This could add back to the tragedy that was somewhat lost in the film. But how about lines for when Jack dies? Check these out.
I think you hurt my head real bad. I'm dizzy.
I'd sell my soul for a drink right now. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Tell Doc I still love him. This is, again, more playing into his sympathetic side from the book, and it seems like fitting last thoughts for Jack if he were to die to fucking Superman punching him in the face, I guess. And what about when Jack tastes sweet victory? He could say something like this.
I wish we could stay here forever, ever, ever.
This place seems like a dream of a dream to me now.
Great party, isn't it?
Another line that Jack didn't actually say, but it is from The Shining, and I like it. But now onto the really fun stuff. What could Jack potentially say to his fellow MultiVersus combatants? I tried to think of the characters he would most likely speak up to, and here's what I came up with. That grandson of yours shouldn't talk back to you like that. He needs to be corrected. From one alcoholic to another, I say, bottoms up. I like you, Rick. Best drinking buddy this side of the multiverse, if I do say so myself. Go sober up, you drunken moron.
I would never do anything to hurt you. Never. You know that, don't you?
I'm getting deja vu. Have we met before? Let's get nuts. You remind me of someone I hate. Jack is dead, my friend. Very dead indeed. I like your face, but it'd be a lot nicer cut off. Here's Joker. What's up, Doc? And that is about as much as I can think up here. I've spent too much time in this category anyways, but as you can see, I do like myself a crossover. We're not done yet though. I want to talk cosmetics. For Jack's default outfit, he'll wear his typical coat and jeans, of course. I would like a costume where he's suited up like he is in the painting at the end. And maybe we can also get a costume of Frozen Jack. I'd also like a skin that turns you into Danny from Doctor Sleep. Specifically Danny when he's being possessed and has that fucked up eye. It'd be fun to give him unique lines and shit, but I'm not dedicating a whole section to that. This would be a great way to represent Doctor Sleep though. I love that movie. Anyways, let's cap this off with my final topic. I think, regardless if MultiVersus wants to add Jack or not, they should at least include the Overlook Hotel as a stage. This is one of the greatest, most well-known haunted locations in movies, and it could look great here. I think you could have the battle arena be in the lobby, and at the start of the match it's completely empty. But then, as the match goes on, the place would light up a little more, and we see well-dressed people walking around and having drinks. And then, wait a little longer, and the map goes darker, and the people that were once there are replaced with skeletons, and the furniture is covered in cobwebs. That'd be awesome! Really, I think a lot could be done if MultiVersus brought in The Shining. I'm a huge fan of that movie, so I would freak out over any representation. Let me know if you liked any of my ideas, or have your own ideas for how Jack might work in MultiVersus. But for now, I have business to attend to, so I'll have to say goodnight.